November 23rd. It's officially 1 month since I shot my buck in October. It's been an awesome run, but very hit or miss for me. And I'm self-filming once again. I'm packing up right now. Here's a look at my setup. I got my bow, tripod, and camera in there, all my essentials. Gonna ride in on my e-bike. And I've got a buddy of mine told me that he saw this big buck crossing the highway, crossing the road, and said it was a big 10-point with big brow tines. Sounded like it came from a ways away. So I'm just gonna take a crack and take my best guess at going after this buck. I'm just going where the does are. I'm gonna go get in a blind that's on some beans, and there's standing beans all around, good cover all around. It should be perfect for seeing deer, especially later. Right now they're going to be trying to get some food and try to find that last hot doe. But I'm going to ride in, get set up, and see what happens. This is an awesome spot. Kind of stashed my bike right here. You can see a lot of switchgrass. The beans are right up on top, so I'm able to slip right in my blind. And these cedars are awesome for stashing my bike. So I'm gonna get in the blind. There's deer tracks right here, and get set up. All right, I'm in. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of some equipment changes. I know you guys freaking notice everything. So this right here is the UV3 scope. I changed this because I just love the function of the electronics and simplifying not having to have wires go into my scope. It gives me the same type of aperture or the look that I was used to as a target archer, with a small, distinct pin where it's a little bit narrower and the fiber is so distinct. I love the image. But here's what's awesome about it. When you turn them on, which is right here, 3 buttons on the top, you can also hold the button down for about 3 seconds and let go, and it turns off the second light, which lights your level, which is great for in a blind like this. One button makes it brighter, the other button dulls it down. You can see that. That's all the way dulled down, but you can also brighten it up, which is awesome. Automatically turns off too, which is super cool. Next thing is the back strap. So many of you out there struggle with buck fever, and I'm here to tell you, you can get through it. And if you're a wrist strap shooter, this thing is awesome. Last year, my last 3 tags I shot with a back strap, and I'm gonna finish my last regular season buck tag with a back strap too. Works just like a silverback, so you know, it's going to activate from pulling, continually pulling through and getting that surprise shot. So I'll draw back, I'll then squeeze the trigger, which takes the safety off, and then I'm just going to keep pulling back with my elbow to that back wall until I get a surprise shot. So that's what's happening. There's actually does coming out right over here. There's a deer coming out. Ooh, that's a buck, that's a buck, that's a buck. All right, this is the buck. is a smoker shot. Oh, baby. What a freaking shot. He came out again. Thankfully, we were getting a little bit low on light. I was able to get a range. He fed across. Arranged, set the dial, just drew back, got my anchor, centered my peep, squeezed the trigger slow, and just started pulling. You had a perfectly surprised shot. You probably heard my elbow hit the back wall. But that is an awesome buck. An awesome buck. Went down in the ditch, went back up. I think I kind of saw him back in there. But, oh man, what a freaking day. 1 month since killing that big giant in October. So cool. I can't wait to see this guy. I'm going to give him a little bit of time. But what an amazing day. Oh, that was cool. So pumped. Oh, man. I am so pumped right now. Self-filming once again, which is what I love about whitetails. I love getting out here, spending some time in the trees, spending some time in the blind, and chasing these giants. Saw this buck for the first time 2 days ago. Was on a couple does. It's a 10-pointer then. Got in a big fight somewhere, broke that G2, but these brow tines are just incredible. And the name of the game was being where there was does concentrating, which was on a food source. It's late in the rut. The last deer I shot was in October, and it's been an unbelievable November, but that doesn't always mean just because you're seeing deer you're able to have the shot. You gotta just keep going and keep going. The awesome thing about Thanksgiving, which is in 2 days, is that these unknown bucks start hitting the ground and covering miles. And you end up shooting a buck that you have no history with, which in my opinion is just the most awesome. The weather gets nasty, winter's coming in. The Levitate made a perfect shot, just a perfect shot. I am so thankful with this buck, and man oh man, what an awesome conclusion to the bow season. I am super thankful. Knock on, everybody.
Buck is right over there. So with this thing, should be able to just get rid of this. Pretty sweet. It's going right through all this stuff. Turn this around, load them up, should be easy. All right, well, you know how I do, self-film. So self-filming, I got all my gear in here. Also went and got the trailer. So right there's a trailer. Got the trailer and the grunt. Should be perfect. Be able to come in here and just to give you a look at the buck here. Gosh, imagine that G2 if that was still there to match that brow. How cool. Awesome. Got them all loaded. Getting ready to get out of here. Should be able to go right through there. Power it up. Wait for that. And then we'll hit this. Pick your speed. Let's go for explore. And from there, gas.